on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Yes, the Model 3 is finally home. Today's video is going to be kind of like first impressions on the overall vehicle. I will make another video later on, or I will make plenty of other videos later on with more details of little features that I haven't even gotten into because it's only been a few days since we got the car. I didn't make a video, a taking delivery video, because that's been beaten up to that on YouTube, and the way things happen, they kind of happen out of place. We expected to take delivery on Monday, on this past Monday, but that didn't happen, so it kind of threw me off on the videos. Now, if you found my video because you're looking to purchase a Tesla, do yourself a favor, check the description of this video. There's going to be a referral link. Use that referral link to purchase your Model 3, Model X, Y, and you'll get 1,000 miles of supercharging, and as well as my daughter will get 1,000 miles all free. So feel free to go ahead and check that. I know she'll appreciate it, and I appreciate it if you do that, because it'll help her a little bit or a lot. Now, again, today's video is not going to be like an overall review or anything. Like the title says, kind of like first impressions of the entire vehicle. If you were a subscriber, like an old school subscriber, I know some of you were asking me on Instagram, hey, what happened to the Hummer? Because when I posted a couple of pictures of this car, well, the Hummer's still here. The Hummer, I'm trying not to show my plate because I know some of you freaks be looking for my address and stuff like that. The H2 is still there. The H2 is not going anywhere, so don't worry about it. You're still gonna see videos on the H2. I'm not getting ready on the car, so no worries at all. Now, first impressions. The interior of this vehicle is as simple as you're gonna get. These right here, this main screen, and excuse the fingerprints. I'm gonna clean that up later for all the other videos. I don't know, some people get bothered by that, but excuse the fingerprints. This right here and this screen is pretty much where everything happens. If you look in front of the steering wheel, there's nothing. There's no clutter in there. And that's one of the main things that impressed me when I first got into one of these a while ago. Right here, you're gonna have a little shifter lever on this side, another lever on that side where you can control, among other things, you can control your wipers, the shifter. All of these little things that I'm pointing out, you can actually do them here. This is a full-on touchscreen, which, by the way, the response of the UI, it's amazing compared to a newer 2021 iPhone, just to give you an idea. Nothing wrong with Android, but Android is kind of slow. Anyways, steering wheel is not cluttered with all the little buttons that other vehicles have. If you looked over there, you're gonna have two of these buttons and one of these buttons each side of the steering wheel. They kind of function as a computer mouse. It's like a little wheel. I'm gonna give you a close-up of that. Center console, simple too. Cup holder. There's a little compartment, a storage compartment right here. These two little spaces that you see divided by a little bump in the middle, there's wireless charging available in there. That right there, that for me, it's a plus. There's one thing that if you watch my videos on the H2, you'll know that I added a wireless charger and I placed it on top of the dash right there because there's no other place to put it. The fact that you can jump in the vehicle and just throw your phone in there and it'll get charged, that to me, that's Elon, you nailed it. Couple of other things is the overall quality of the seats though. These right here, compared to other vehicles, these seats right here are extremely comfortable. When I first saw these seats, I was a little skeptical. I'm like, hey, you know what? These seats look a little thin. They're gonna be uncomfortable. They might give you the bucket seat feel. Not at all. These seats, as well as back seats, are good. Now, one thing that I really like about these is you see this right here, the front, well, not just the front door, but every other door, there's no handle to pull when you opening your door. If you looked over there, there's a little button right on top. You see that button right there? You press that button and bam, door is open. As far as battery goes, this one here is a standard plus, I believe. It's a standard Model 3. It has the just over 200 range battery. It's not the performance or the plus. So far, we've been able to go over 200 miles on the few couple of charges that we have put on the vehicle. We're still trying to figure what all the supercharge stations are. My daughter lives closer to the LA downtown area, so it might be a little bit more superchargers around her area, but when she comes to our side of town, we're still not familiar with all the supercharger stations, which, by the way, I'll probably make a video on this too. Going to a Tesla supercharging station, it's like a futuristic experience, at least to me. I'm excited. I know I'm not showing too much excitement maybe, but you guys have no idea about how excited I am that you finally got this car. Because we talked about it before, but it'll be like a couple of minute conversation and then the subject will go away. This happened in less than a week. Like, I talked her into getting into a Tesla, and I thought it was going to be like, well, this is just going to be like any other conversation where we'll probably have a couple of things, she'll forget about it. Guess what? It didn't go away. This happened in less than a week. From the time we started talking about a Tesla to the time she actually took delivery, it was like less than a week. And again, I'm super excited for her. Look at this right here. The entire top of the car. It's like a whole, this is the back, all the way in the back. I know I'm flipping you over, I'm sorry about that, but this is impressive. Now, the tint that's in these glasses on top is good enough for the sun not to bother you. Obviously, if you're sitting all the way over here and you're on the road with the sun back there, it's gonna hit you on the back of the neck a little bit, but overall, it's fine. I know the camera doesn't do justice, but it's dark enough for the sun not to bother you, even if it was noon and the sun was pointing right at you guys. The lights, look at that, simple, bam, bam. There's no big glass in here with like 3 areas where you can push. Simple stuff right there, bam, bam. Back doors are the same system as the front, obviously. Window up and down, pushes button to open that door. One of the things that we was worrying about before we took delivery of the Model 3 is the amount of videos that we saw with people complaining about misalignment on some of the outside body panels. I know that Tesla have been working to improve that. I don't know if we got lucky or what, but these 2021, the outside body panels are aligned to the T. There's no misalignment, at least as far as we can see. This one Model 3 that we got, it didn't get any of them issues at all. Now, back here, simple air vent, 2 USB-C connections. This is the kind of setup that I like on a car. I don't like a lot of stuff right here. I know the new Model S has a screen on it. I guess if you have kids, you kind of love that screen because it will give them something to play with. Now, this is one of the things that I'm most impressed about, is the simplicity of everything inside this car. Everything pretty much is on this screen right here. If you need to interact with anything on the screen, obviously it's a touch screen, but then you also have these 2 wheels right here that kind of work sort of like a mouse on your computer. It has a roll-up wheel in the middle, and then it could also be pushed to the sides though. Again, it's a full-on touchscreen, which, by the way, also I'm impressed with the response that you get from the entire setup. I have seen other vehicles, although there might be 2021 too, that still have a little bit of lag on the overall experience whenever you click on something. In the case of the Model 3, everything is like quick response. There's no lag as far as I can see. If on other models, the software acts kind of different. I don't know. Again, this is a Model 3. This is my first overall experience inside of the Model 3. Now I will make another video, like a more in-depth video of a whole setup on the screen. Again, today's kind of like the first impressions of the overall vehicle, but I will make another video with more details of all the stuff that you could do on the screen. This car right here is your key, which, by the way, you get 2 of them when you take delivery of your Tesla. Now you can also set up your mobile device as a key, which is one of the things that impresses me the most. Yes, I know for the most part, all 2020 or 2019, pretty much new vehicles have the proximity feature where you just put the keys in your pocket and you go on with your day. But the fact that you can have these, just like any of the other credit cards that you have in your wallet, on you all the time, and not worry about keys, this is a plus, at least for me. This is gonna wrap up today's video. Like I said, it was just a quick first impressions video on the Model 3. If you're an old subscriber and you want to see more videos, make sure you let me know in the comments of this video. I will be posting more videos. I don't know how often they're gonna be. Like back to back. They're not going to be back to back because I don't have access to the car the whole time. But again, expect a lot of these Tesla videos. And if you have any questions, please let me know. I know some of you know way more about Teslas than I do. So if there's any tips that you want to add to the on the comments that might help me or her, help my daughter with with maintaining the vehicle and the overall experience, go ahead, share them on the comment sections. Again, thanks a lot for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.